This is the Strip Sack Duelcast. I am the Huck.
And I'm a very sad fat man today, but I'm gonna be like all the Tom Brady, all the Patriots fans that were more Tom Brady fans. I'm gonna support a winner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. We're going to the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh, baby. Woo! Yeah. King of the douchebags. We're going all the way. Yeah. Them Browns got us next week. They're gonna eat shit. Uh-huh. Woo! Woo! You want to talk about fixed Super Bowls over there, Hawk boy? How about that Santonio Holmes catching Super Bowl 40? That was a touchdown, wasn't it? Oh, get this shit out of here. I don't care that they lost. God damn it, I'm still a Dolphins fan. Y'all can lick my balls. I'm the fat man. Let's get into it, Hawk.
Oh, man, absolutely amazing. I loved it. Okay, Falcons 27, Buccaneers 44. Thank you for not letting us watch the same fucking game again. Tom Brady, 26 for 41, 399 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. Antonio Brown, 11 receptions, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Matt Ryan, 29 for 44, 265 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Sounds like can't get right. Had a big day, huh?
Yeah, huge day. Best game back for him since since he became a Buccaneers. I'm pretty happy about it because I think he's an amazing wide receiver.
Yeah, I saw a video of old Tommy Boy out there running his mouth saying, now the real season begins. I can't wait to see him get bitch slapped next weekend.
Oh, boy. Here we go. We got Washington Buccaneers. Wonder how that game's going to go.
Chase Allen's
Cowboys.
going to eat Tom Brady's ass. Or Chase Young.
Cowboys 19, Giants 23. Danny Dimes 17 for 25, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. And Sterling Shepard, 136 total yards, 2 touchdowns. Is very utilized. I actually did not see him being used as much as he was in this game.
Cowboy fans should be happy they lost.
I mean,
if I was a Cowboys fan, I wouldn't want to be in the playoffs. You're setting yourself up for a shitty pick. You're one of the worst teams in the league, so.
Not only that, you save yourself the quarterback controversy talk coming into next year.
Maybe.
Maybe? Is there still one?
Maybe they get Matt Stafford.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there is still one. Andy Dalton's still there.
Moving on. Jets 14, Patriots 28. The big story here, Adam Gase is fired.
Yeah, have fun in the unemployment line, bud.
Yeah,
he'll be Dallas's OC next year.
Hopefully not Seattle's. Cam Newton, 21 for 30, 242 yards, 3 touchdowns, 79 rushing touchdowns, and a 19-yard receiving touchdown. His best game of probably the whole fucking year. Way to show up at the end.
Well, he wants to get re-signed. He wants to have a job next year.
Yeah, I don't see him actually having the job. I do think the Patriots might bring him back. I don't know. We'll see. Another topic for another day, I guess. Vikings 37, Lions 35. Kirk Cousins 28 for 40, 405 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Justin Jefferson 9 receptions and 133 yards. Called it. I told you it was gonna be a fucking shootout.
That's some kind of rookie record Justin Jefferson just got, ain't it?
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that in a little
while. Yeah, let's save that for later. Make him wait.
Matt Stafford, last game of the year for him, 20 for 31, 293, and 3 touchdowns and a pick. Stay with the Lions.
More importantly, last game for the Lions? Or last game for Stafford with the Lions?
Stay with the Lions.
Is his contract up?
Away from the NFC West.
Is his contract even up?
I don't know. We know the fan speculation. It just goes back and forth.
If his contract ain't up, he isn't going anywhere.
He's such a nice guy. I think he's just going to stay with the Lions regardless.
He is. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah. All right. Steelers 22, Browns 24. Pretty damn happy for the Browns fans. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of them were feeling like they were going to lose this game because it's just Browns things to do,
They were pretty damn close to losing it.
They itched out by the hair of their chinny chin.
Now they have Pittsburgh again next week, don't they?
Yep. It was basically a preview for the playoff game.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Unfortunately, Myles Garrett did not get a sack this game, so I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, then he was kissing and making up with Mason Rudolph after the game.
How do you ruin a good story?
I know.
Ravens 38, Bengals 3. Lamar Jackson, the running back, 10 for 18, 113 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Another 97 rushing yards on the ground to make it 2 consecutive seasons with 1,000 yards rushing for a quarterback. First time in NFL history.
I mean, who didn't see this coming? We knew they were going to beat the brakes off the Bengals. They were winning in, so you knew it was going to happen, unlike some other team.
Yeah, all I got for the Bengals is they are who we thought they were. Come on, man. Think that 2-game winning streak was going to change what's going to happen this game?
If you're an idiot. Like a Steelers fan.
Yep. We know a couple of those. All right, the heartbreaker, the hardest game for me to watch the whole day. Dolphins 26, Bills 56. Josh Allen, 18 for 25, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick and a half. And Isaiah McKenzie, 3 total touchdowns, one of them a punt return touchdown. What are your thoughts?
They made fucking Matt Barkley look like a star. That defense was dead from the start. The game was over by the half. They showed a shot of the sideline. They're all moping around like they just watched their mom get shot in the head, their wife drug out back and get beat, and somebody kicked their damn dog. The game was halfway over. It was like 28-6 at the time. If they had any goddamn fight in them, maybe they would have made the playoffs. They wouldn't have just rolled over and died. They were flat the whole game. They deserved the beating they got.
Yeah, there's just no fight in them. Tua, 35 for 58, 361 yards, a touchdown, 3 picks. Do you think they stay with Tua going forward?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you opposed to them drafting a quarterback next year?
Yes. I think you re-sign Fitz, keep Fitz in town, get to a weapon, whether a receiver, running back, because Devontae Parker's a piece of shit. They shouldn't have picked up his 5th-year option the year that they did, because that was the same year that Jarvis Landry's contract was up and he left to go to the Browns. It's just, classic Miami dysfunction. Keep the wrong guys. I think so in the offseason, what I think they're going to do is I think they're going to spend money on the offense. They built the defense last year. I think this year's the offense's turn. So they'll be back.
Yeah.
The fucking Bills to mollywop again.
Definitely a mollywhopping. You got a fucking red ass. And that's 2 games in a row for those Bills to bust somebody like that. They're the hottest team in the NFL, I think, right now.
And it just shot my entire day after that.
Yeah.
Played a lot of Zelda.
All right, moving on. Seahawks 26, 49ers 23. Russell Wilson 20 for 36, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tyler Lockett, 12 receptions, 90 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Couple of fun stats. Tyler Lockett set the franchise record for receiving receptions for a year, and DK Metcalf set the receiving yards franchise record for the year. Pretty excited about that.
And that's kind of interesting considering they probably had on that team the best receiver of all time that nobody ever talks about. Steve Largent. I know it's before your time, but
he did my history on him. Yep, nobody talks about him. He retired with all major receiving categories. So
because everybody was too busy blowing Jerry Rice.
We have a salty FATMAN today. Cardinals 7, Rams 18. We said it last episode. First time in NFL history, a quarterback makes his first start on a game that needs to be decided to go into the playoffs. and he won it.
Told you it wouldn't look much different without Goff.
Well, you know what? It really did because the offense was a little flat. Really, the defense was the big one in this. You know, a pick six, the safety, and Kyler Murray just going out early. You know, at least it wasn't
Well,
like the Washington game.
maybe next year, Arizona. Man, I really got fucked today. Both teams I'd root for in the playoffs lost. What the fuck?
Yeah, this one, next game, very fun. Jags 14, Colts 28. Jonathan Taylor, 30 attempts, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I don't really feel like talking about the quarterback roulette over in Jacksonville. We just know it's Trevor next year.
I don't want to talk about this shit at all. I watched 5 minutes. Fucking Colts are up 14-0. Thanks, guys. Needed your help. You lucky I like you, Phillip Rivers.
Is
The
that
one time I need you to come out and throw fucking 5 interceptions and a half.
And you don't. You were never there for me.
I know. Bastard.
Titans 41, Texans 38. Real close game. I call this one. Derrick Henry, 34 attempts, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. And A.J. Brown, 10 receptions, 151 yards, and a touchdown.
And Ryan Tannehill finally did something good for us Miami Dolphins fans.
What was that?
Him getting that win got me the number 3 pick in the draft. Thanks, buddy.
And they're going to take Justin Fields. You heard it here first.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not a fucking piece of shit Ohio State quarterback.
He's going.
He's going. He ain't going to fucking Miami.
He's coming to Miami.
Better not.
He's coming.
I'll burn my shit.
You will. And then get Justin Fields jerseys.
I'll be a Buccaneers fan next year.
Oh, man. Raiders 32, Broncos 31. Derek Carr, 24 for 38, 371 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. And Darren Waller, amazing season for him, 9 receptions, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Man, close and tight.
What do you think? You think John Gruden's going to be gone?
No.
He's starting to look like the fat man waddle around out there on the field.
Yeah, he's got a pregnant belly.
God damn it. He's stealing all my food.
Yeah. No, I think I don't think there's any reason to get rid of John Gruden. I just think they need to, they just need to do better as an organization with drafting players and building pieces around that team.
I don't know, man. They got quite a few good pieces on that offense. I think they need to maybe work on the defensive side of the ball. Darren Waller's good. They drafted Henry Ruggs last year. Josh Jacobs is a beast. You don't need to make a move at quarterback. Derek Carr is good. I know a lot of people are talking, oh, well, maybe Gruden really doesn't like Derek Carr. Listen, idiots, if Gruden didn't like the kid, he wouldn't still be working with him. He'd have traded him. He got rid of Khalil Mack real fucking fast.
You mean you got a point. That defensive side of the ball needs to improve, though. They can't have another season like they did the last 2 years and expect to win games, though.
That's probably where they'll spend their draft picks coming up. If they don't, then they deserve every all they get. Well, like I said, who loses to the Broncos?
Who wins by 1 point against the Broncos?
The Raiders.
All right, Chargers 38, Chiefs 21. Justin Herbert, 22 for 31, 302 yards, 3 touchdowns. It seems like he just does this every week. It's not even worth rattling off some Chiefs stats. They played nobody. Nobody was in that game.
Nobody. Herbert should get Rookie of the Year.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that soon.
No, we're not. I just ended the argument.
No, you didn't. Packers 35, Bears 16, Aaron Rodgers 19 for 24, 240 yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean, Packers clinched number 1 seed here, and the Bears are still in the playoffs, thanks to the Rams.
Look, I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to get killed today, so I'm glad he didn't, because we know what my Super Bowl pick is. Not the Seahawks.
No, I know.
Not the Dolphins.
You know what's crazy is what we overlooked is that there's LT Dave. He missed 3 games this year, and all 3 of those games, Aaron Rodgers still averaged 130 quarterback rating and was still lighting it up. So I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe what they lose a point on offense a game. Maybe it's not as bad as we thought it was.
Yeah.
And considering his performance today. All right, Saints 33, Panthers 7. Drew Brees, probably most likely his last regular season game. 22 for 32, 201 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And who needs Alvin Kamara? Ty Montgomery, 18 attempts, 105 yards. And that Panthers offense just liked to throw picks today, 5 of them.
Well, their whole running back room was put on the COVID list. So the fact that they won so handedly is impressive.
Yeah, the Panthers offense just wanted to help them out, I think.
So here's another interesting fact. Thank you, NFL.com. The Saints have scored over 26 points in 10 straight games with Brees at quarterback.
Yep, that's actually true. I've seen that too.
Everybody that's writing Drew Brees off, saying that he doesn't throw the ball down the field, and they want to talk shit about him. Brady pretty much made a career out of that, and everyone talks about him as the GOAT. Peyton Manning threw fucking 26 2-yard touchdowns one year. So keep Drew Brees' name out your mouth.
All right, last game of the weekend. And I ain't going to lie, this is the hardest game for me to talk about. Washington 20, Eagles 14, and I really got nothing. What the fuck was that?
It's just the hardest game for you to talk about because you're a closet Cowboys fan.
And it's not even that. Not even that. I don't understand why they benched just Jalen Hurts at any point in this game when they're still in it. I understand giving the other guy a shot so you can see what you got. But you really don't have to. You got a young guy making his 4th start. Let the fucking guy finish the game.
Because you got to feed the storyline, right? And everyone's trying to be like Brian Flores down there in Miami with the 2 quarterback rotation. No, you got to feed the storyline. Ron Rivera coming back from cancer, probably going to probably get fucking coach of the year. You got Alex Smith and his fucking half a leg out there running around, going to get comeback player of the year. You got to feed the fucking narrative. So you had to have the God damn it, I almost called the Washington football team, the biggest piece of trash fucking name I've ever heard. You had to have it fit the narrative. So you had to let them win the East. You had to let them get in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if they steal a fucking playoff game next week.
I mean, and it would be against Tampa Bay. I don't know. I think if there's anything's going to spit out rigged, it was this game. I mean, hell, the fucking offsides call at the end of the Washington's drive, that just looks fucking played out. It was horrible. Even Collinsworth said that could you imagine if the Cowboys won instead of the Giants? All the conspiracy theory. Newsflash, buddy. It's still there regardless who won the fucking game.
I think it's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, and talking about rigged, just so everybody knows, if you're still paying attention at this point in the video, I'm not a retard. I fucking know it wasn't the Santonio Holmes catch in Super Bowl 40. That was against the Cardinals.
All right. Let's talk about some dominators here. I'll go first. Derrick Henry, 34 attempts, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2K.
Derrick Henry. I got a running back that had a better day. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, 30 carries, 253 yards, 8.5-yard average, 2 touchdowns.
You know what?
Pack that in your pipe and smoke it up, Johnny.
You know what? Nobody even knows who that guy is. Just so you know. Next one, Antonio Brown.
I got a bunch of his rookie cards. Want to buy some?
Antonio Brown, 11 receptions, 138 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Best game back for him.
Yeah, can't get right. I got a receiver too, Marvin Jones for the Detroit Lions, 8 receptions, 180 yards, 22.5-yard average, 2 touchdowns.
I got Aaron Rodgers, 19 for 24, 240 yards, 4 touchdowns. But fuck the stats. That teardrop touchdown to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, beautiful.
I got the man who will now be known as the sniper, Josh Allen, in 30 minutes of football. 30 minutes. 18 for 25, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jesus Christ. 1 pick. I really wish that they didn't pull him because I wanted to see him fucking throw 8 touchdowns and break a record.
I just want everybody to know that the reason he's got the sunglasses on so he can hold back the tears.
Yep. Yes.
He's having a difficult
That's
time
exactly
over there.
it. That's
Not only
exactly
did,
it.
not only they get smoked, they got smoked by the Bills.
It's rolling down my cheek. No, look, man, I can't even talk shit about the Bills. They sucked for fucking just as long as Miami did.
Longer.
So.
Okay, some BS here.
Oh, that's not what we were just doing?
Nope.
All right. Look, this is how bad a day it was. Look, man, I still got the fucking Grinch shirt on. Salty, Grinchy.
It's okay.
Surprised I didn't get fucking drunk.
So what's more impressive to you? Justin
Beating the
Jefferson.
Dolphins got?
Justin Jefferson breaking Randy Moss' rookie record and Anquan Baldwin's rookie record of 1,377 receiving yards, or Justin Herbert, 31 touchdown passes on the season.
Nobody cares about a wide receiver.
Obviously.
Justin Herbert.
So that's more impressive to you is just the 31 touchdown passes?
As a rookie, as a third quarterback taken in the draft, as a guy everyone was beating up coming out of college, for a guy that everyone questioned the Chargers for drafting him so high, for a guy who wasn't even going to start if not for the fucking medical staff puncturing Tyrod Taylor's lung. Yeah, more impressive. Because the Randy Moss thing, I'm not really surprised by, because he had fucking, one of the greatest of all time in Chris Carter. He had Randall Cunningham throwing him the ball. I mean, Randall Cunningham's known for his legs, not his arm. Mm-hmm. And they had they had another receiver that was pretty good when Moss was there. his name is escaping me right now. You know it? You're smirking.
Chris Carter?
No, I said Chris Carter already.
Oh, okay.
Another one. Or was it Jake Reed? Maybe? Reed?
Maybe. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go the other side with this, all right? And I'll tell you why, and I'll talk about the quarterbacks first. So it is impressive that he got 31 touchdowns on the year. But here's my thing. It seems like every other year, every couple years, this is a conversation about the rookie quarterback breaking the touchdown record. And we had Baker Mayfield a couple years ago break it. We've had Russell Wilson. I think that the whole passing the ball thing is a whole lot easier in today's game. And that quarterbacks are perceived as the hardest position to play when they're also the most protected position to play. So I'm going to go on the other side and say that Justin Jefferson is a little bit more impressive. I don't think that he's going to win Rookie of the Year, but I think that he's got a really strong argument for it.
So going with everything you just said, I'm going to use your own logic against you. A receiver is useless if the quarterback doesn't get him the ball.
I mean,
just like the quarterback is useless if the center doesn't get him the ball. By that logic, the most important position on the football field is the center. Not going to argue with me, are you? No, because it's true.
I'm not going to argue with you because, it's not like Justin Herbert was throwing to Justin Jefferson,
Can you imagine
I think Justin Jefferson was playing with Kirk Cousins. Obviously, he's got Adam Thielen, Rudolph, and Dalvin Cook over there, so he's got some weapons. But I think it's impressive because this hasn't happened in how many years? Moss was a rookie in, 98?
out of all the names you just rattled off, how's it feel to know that Justin Jefferson is the third best receiver on that team?
I'll say he's got. I'll say he's second. I'll say he's second. Okay, we're gonna have another one for you. More impressive. Aaron Rodgers, 4,299 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 picks, 121.5 quarterback rating. Or Derrick Henry, 378 attempts, 2,027 yards, and 17 rushing touchdowns.
I got a different running back in mind. Lamar Jackson.
We could talk a little bit Lamar after this.
Because he had, I don't know how many. I didn't look his stats up, but the guy is a quarterback and he rushed for 1,000 yards. I'm assuming he had over 3,000 passing yards.
No, he actually fell short in that. I think it's like 2850 something.
Still. Taking quarterbacks out of the argument is Derrick Henry. Because of everything we just said in the last little segment there is, it's a passing game. It's a passing league. Nobody runs the ball anymore. And Derrick Henry's stiff arm is one of the nastiest I've ever seen.
I just think it's funny that he's so robotic, you know? Like, he doesn't look human when he's running, and he just smash. That's it. It's done. He just puts his hand out.
The funnier part is how slow he looks when he's running.
I know. He's got those giant, lengthy steps.
And he runs straight up and down.
I swear I can hear his footprints from the television.
Maybe it's really Sasquatch out there.
Yeah. So I think that it's impressive to throw for 48 touchdowns and 5 picks. And to be honest, he's the only quarterback in NFL history that does shit like this. And this is the 4th time he's done it.
Oh, yeah. Don't get it fucked up. Aaron Rodgers is great. Aaron Rodgers has been great longer. Like, I think Aaron Rodgers should get the MVP.
Yeah, I do too. And I think that it's more impressive to me to see a running back go for 2,000 than for a quarterback to throw 48 touchdowns and only 5 picks, especially when it's Rodgers and he only had to play 5 teams with a winning record.
That stings.
That's what's crazy to me.
I know you got more there.
No, I don't. What do you
Really?
have? Really?
I got a sore ass. I got a sore ass.
Yeah. You know what, though? I will go back to Lamar. I think running 2 straight 1,000-yard seasons is pretty impressive. And I think what's hilarious about, like, the Lamar Jackson haters is they like to take his passing yards per game and, say, oh, he only threw 173 yards.
Yeah, but he ran for 172.
Right. And then they magically, like, don't see that he also had 4 total touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what his stats are this season, but I know he had a good year. Now, I don't think he should have won the MVP last year, but
I think he should have. He had a really good fucking year last year.
Well, it sounds like he had a good fucking year this year too.
Yeah. I don't know, but here's the thing. When it comes to Lamar Jackson, we can hate it all we want, but the fact is that he is not just a runner. He throws the ball pretty well too. His numbers, okay, sure, he's not throwing for 300 yards a game like someone like Justin Herbert. But the thing is, he's probably getting close to 300 yards a game when you average in his rushing stats as well.
So he only had – now, I don't know when this is – I don't know if this includes today's, but even if it does, he only had 113 yards today. He's got about 2,600 passing yards, 2,644. But he's got 23 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Yeah, he ended with 26 touchdowns and 9 interceptions for the year.
Yeah, so this must be previous to this game, but still, that's
serviceable.
Right. Well, that's more than serviceable when you add his legs into the equation.
Right, but if we don't add his legs, that's serviceable.
Right.
Okay, I get that. He didn't throw for 3,000, but that team is the best running team in the NFL.
And
They don't need to throw for 300 a game.
he's got about a 66% completion percentage.
Don't tell that to the Lamar haters. Don't tell that
So,
to them.
I mean,
He only throws 2 times a game, they say.
I talk shit about Lamar too, but you got to call it the way it is. Which is why I love busting on Steelers fans, because 80% of them are fucking stupid and don't know anything about football. The 20% that do, I get along with great. No, they win championships. Nah.
All right, man. I'm just going to close it off by asking just one more time. This Washington Eagles game, was this the most rigged game you've ever seen in your life?
It was a fucking piece of shit game. I didn't even waste I watched 2 minutes of the game because then it was going to be a dumpster fire. But like I said, it fits the narrative. You get the feel good story. The coach with cancer, like they did with fucking Chuck Pagano too. You got the coach with cancer. So, and look, Ron Rivera is a good coach. I like Ron Rivera. But you got the coach with cancer and the fucking quarterback with a half a leg.
You know what? I usually watch the conspiracy things just for the fun of it. The NFL script, the rigged shit, just for the fun, because I don't really believe it, but I think it's fun. But if I had to say if this game was rigged or not, I really think it was. Because in no circumstance does Philadelphia bench Jalen Hurts in this game. Under no circumstance.
Did Carson Wentz even dress? I don't think he even dressed this week, did he?
Um, he was on the sidelines in his hoodie and his mask, looking very Carson Wentz-like.
So he's done in Philly.
Oh, 100%. And I really would laugh if he ends up as a rival for the Eagles. Maybe he goes to Washington.
Football team. Yep, he's going to pull a Donovan McNabb. Only way earlier in his career.
Maybe way better, too.
Oh, nah. That's a tough one.
Well, McNabb kind of sucked in his year with the Skins. Let's be real.
Oh,
He
yeah,
wasn't good.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. He was terrible that year, but he had a good career in Philly.
Oh, absolutely. He had a phenomenal career in Philly. And in fact, we've talked about Don McNabb should be considered one of the better quarterbacks in NFC East history. 4 straight NFC Championship games, a Super Bowl appearance.
After Ben DiNucci.
After Big Ben DiNucci.
So I kind of have one more thing that I think would be fun to talk about.
Go ahead.
How far are the Steelers going to go in the playoffs?
I think they're done this week.
Okay, so how far do you think the Browns are going to go?
I'm sticking to my guns. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yep, I'm not changing.
Taking the Browns to the big bowl, huh?
Yep.
Lush. So
what? I picked the Browns to go to the Super Bowl. They made the playoffs. I have to ride it. I have to ride it until it's not there no more.
You kind of fucked up my next question. How far do you see Buffalo going?
Who do they have? Who's the 7th seed?
Indianapolis.
That's going to be a good game. I don't know. I think Buffalo loses to the Browns in the playoffs.
You don't even want to go down this road, do you?
That's where I'm going.
You're like, Dan, pussyfooting around.
No, I mean, I'm just being real. Okay, so here's my reason behind the whole Browns thing. Why I like the team. I've said it before. Their biggest weakness is their defense overall. They don't have a really strong pass defense. They don't have a really good run-stopping defense. But they have a great running game, and they have got a great defensive line. And Baker Mayfield has been playing really good football since week 7. They got the pieces on this team to make a run. And with that defensive line, you never know. Like I said, you got guys back there first time in the playoffs, fidgety, and then you get smacked by Myles Garrett. Then what? Your game's done, bud. The
Well,
pressure's on in the playoffs.
it's going to be Myles Garrett's first time in the playoffs, too, you putz.
So what? He's there to eat. He isn't there to throw the ball.
Baker Mayfield's there to throw the ball.
No, he's not. He's there to hand it to Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Unless they're playing the Jets and they put 9 guys in the box.
And then you only run it 14 times.
And I'm not even going to go into the NFC shit because I know your pick on that side.
Yeah,
Right there in the background, smack right there in the middle of your forehead.
to be honest with you, the Rams Seahawks game coming up is not going to be an easy win for Seattle. No fucking way. That defense is probably the best defense in football. It's going to be really hard to win this game, and I think that game is going to be decided by 3 points, and I don't see this total score going over 40.
You're wiping
gonna
away
be
my
tough.
tears here, man.
Well, I mean,
right.
you know my side on the NFC. What, you just going riding the Packers all the way there because you like teardrop touchdowns from Aaron Rodgers?
Yep, I'm sucking every last piece of juice out of that tree.
Yeah, I mean, home field advantage throughout. I think the biggest thing for the Packers is hopefully they avoid Tampa Bay in the playoffs.
Right? Well, so I've been saying, what, 3 weeks now, 4 weeks now? I like Buffalo Green Bay Super Bowl. That's what I like. That's what I like to see.
No argument.
So, even though Kansas City's always at the top of my power rankings, and, that's more because you're the champ until you're not. So, when they lose their first playoff game, not next weekend, but the following weekend when they actually play, then they'll slide down.
I got nothing, bud.
Yeah, I'm done. All right, so watch us on YouTube. Hit subscribe, like, comment, share with your buddies. We're a bunch of idiots, and we have fun doing it. When you're down there, head on over to Facebook. Join the Fatman in the Hawk group. We like to post some random shit up there once in a while. I was crying on there all day long. We got a Twitter page, too, Strip Sack Dualcast. I throw some random shit in there every now and again. It's mostly Dolphin fans on there, but, if you're a Seahawks fan, come around, find us. We also upload this audio podcast. We use Anchor, but you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Google. It's Strip Sack Dualcast. So look up Strip Sack Dualcast, not Fatman and the Hawk, Strip Sack Dualcast. What else you got, Hawk?
The only thing I got is we aren't going to have our normal 3 videos a week. Now that the playoffs have started, our next one's going to be Friday night, and then the one after that will be Sunday night. So no power rankings vids.
Oh, but now I only have 14 teams to pick from. It's so much easier.
No power ranking vids. It's playoff time, baby.
Oh.
All right. Comment, like, and subscribe. I am the Hawk.
I'm the Fatman.
See ya.